Hey guys, welcome to the Movie Time with Tomoa. My name is Tia Omaruga, your host today, and guess what? I just finished watching Wakanda, and I have to say, Wakanda forever. Honestly, wow, it was what I was expecting to be. At least maybe that's at least. So like I said in my movie review recommendations, that yeah, I wanted it to be a birthday gift for myself, and I would have loved it to be in December, but now it's out and it's in November. And well, easy would it be all what the hype? I have a lot of people right now. Yeah, I watched it on the day it came out. I'm not the VIP says, but we shall manage to watch it in the cinema, rich kid vibes. But honestly, I have to say it was worth the money. Please take your time also. It's actually cheap in some other places. Well, literally cheap in terms of you can go to film house is like 35. I went to ICM, I watched 3D, although people were telling me why I'm watching 3D. I just wanted to experience the 3D view for once, and Wakanda would look like the movie that I needed to watch it with, and it was really spot on for me. Like basically, like I said in my recommendations, that it should be a 8.5 to 9, but I would have loved to give it a 9. But honestly, I would say, yeah, sorry, I would love to give it a 9, but I would say, because right now, Black Adam looks like it was better than it. So I'm sure a lot of people that have watched Black Adam would like, if Black Adam is better than it, should it? God. But for me, I will give it an 8.5. I think that was the rating I gave it. 8.5, 8 points. It's going closer to 9, but 8.5. So basically, I'll be doing the review, and I'll try as much as possible not to put a spoiler in it, and as much as possible I'm going to just like bring in some little things you guys need to keep notes about and everything. But first and foremost, I want to do a shout out to Burna Boy, because god damn, shout out to Burna Boy and Fireboy. Like basically those two were one of the, I have to say, Burna Boy is goated. Let me just start with that. Burna Boy is a goated Nigerian artist. Like the fact that his song was played for a whole scene in the movie, and if you're actually watching that movie, you are actually going to be vibing like if you are in the club. Like god. I think obviously the best thing working in Nigeria is entertainment, but Fireboy, Burna Boy, kudos to you guys. Like big job. I wasn't able to like sit down to like notice the part of Thames and other artists, but kudos. Like Marvel has a way of using these songs in their movie. It flows, and I feel that's one thing Nigerian movies lack a lot. So we're getting to the next where yes, we're using movies that like made me like Election Oba. You'll still see a link below on my review on Election Oba, the Brimo part, which made me like the movie actually. But back to this, back to Wakanda Forever. So basically, spoiler alert, Chala had a son. Sorry. But no, calm down, just relax. Yeah, so he had a son, and basically he just left for you to know if his son was the Black Panther or his sister. So that's left for you to go and watch it in the cinema for. But basically, let me just put a keynote on it. So the whole storyline behind this is basically where we stopped in the early parts, where yes, T'Challa had the opportunity to like wanted to show vibranium to the whole world, and the whole world wanted vibranium at the same time, because the US government, always the US government and every other government always want vibranium for better things. But this time, now that he's dead, and I have to say, this is since Fast and Furious, since Fast and Furious, where a character died and we felt it in the movie. I think this is one of the best movies that's actually like represented or has actually let go of a character so well in the movie and made it look like a very unique thing based on this person. Like this didn't just explain Black Panther, it didn't just move to a new storyline in terms of the comic book, because in the comic book Black Panther actually died and his sister later became Black Panther. But this time, the way they did it in this movie, you will emotionally have to let go and feel this movie yourself. Like I said, in terms of action, it's not as great as you would expect. Like you were saying, I was expecting that yes, the action should be way better than what it is, and I feel because I'm sure if they were to make it the action like great, it's going to be more than a 2 hours movie. And because they wanted to maintain the 2 hours limit, they tried to restrict there were action to a little bit, but beginning part of the movies are action spot on, technology spot on, dress code spot on, little comics and little laughing parts spot on. Like basically, I think that's the one thing that makes me always want to rate a Marvel movie: the little laughs they put in the movie, the little joke in it, and you know, like, oh, pick it and you laugh about it. Then, but in terms of action, this is not. God, this is what's going to make me not really rate it to be a 9 movie, because there's a scene in the ending where I was like, come, what happened? Why are we not fighting more? Do you get? But then I felt, because they have already like done a lot of scene in the beginning, they have done the throwback, done another storyline, done a storyline for Namor. Yeah, Namor is the person I wanted to mention in my last recommendation, which was like our version of Aquaman in Marvel. Yeah. So because of all those things they have done, I think it affected the ending part where they have to like push all the major fights into a short space, because I felt we deserved more than that. But yeah, it's a 2 hours movie. We have to probably, I feel that's the reason they have to probably restrict it to a certain level. But goodness, I have to say, music spot on, directing spot on. Man, Marvel really did. But my keynotes, I don't know why Hollywood movies are trying to force this LGBTQ thing on movies lately. Like literally, this movie was going so well to the end, then boom, LGBT community has to just put on Disney. I don't know what's wrong with Disney. Must they always put a scene about their lifestyle? Must they always force this gay stuff in the lifestyle? Like this scene where 2 female soldiers were kissing. I don't know why you are putting that scene in the movie. We literally just enjoy the movie. Which one is, oh, thank you, my love? God, there are some scenes that it's not necessary. We know there is gay everywhere, but it's not just necessary to put in a movie. Please and please, let's enjoy our movie without trying to look at a gender wise or anything, please. Because would you even know that in the Multiverse of Madness, the Chavez in Doctor Strange, the way they acted her in the movie too, she looked like someone that she doesn't know what she stands for. Is she non-binary? Is she? Do you get, like, these things are not literally what we need to be watching the movies. Just need to just enjoy our movies and move on. But move on. I'm not against it, but at the same time, the movie it was just on a necessary spot or in the movie, basically. But back to what the other things I would love to say about the movie is because I'm trying to look for a way I can say this movie without trying to spoil it. But honestly, please go to the cinema to watch it. It's worth to watch. See, this is not a kind of movie you want to like wait for 3 months where everybody has already watched it to watch. This is like, for me, like I said, 8.5, 8.8. It is spot on, please. Oh god, like basically, as you could see in the trailer, so basically they wanted the old vibranium, the US government, every other government wanted vibranium, and the Queen Mother, which is on T'Challa's mom, which is now the queen, and now that it was not like literally no black battle again, people felt, oh, there's no protector for the Wakanda kingdom, and she stood her ground in saying that no, we're not letting go of vibranium and everything. But behind them, there was a lady there was this so-called fine girl. she built a machine where she could easily trace vibranium away from Wakanda, and to the shock of Wakandans, they never knew that, oh, vibranium was in any other. They felt they were the only city that had vibranium. Now that's where Namon and his city comes in, and oh fuck. sorry for the light issue, but Naman and Sisi came in, and that's when you could now understand that, oh, this is another set of people that have vibranium and have the power to destroy Wakanda, and Wakanda felt threatened. The Queen Mother felt threatened and everything, and it caused a fight between the Wakandians and Namon's people, which tend to like later like bring a lot of clash, a lot of people, a lot of politics, and this led to we having a new Black Panther, which I didn't really enjoy, because I was like, she doesn't have the charisma for it, or he doesn't have the charisma for it. Well, please let me not try as much as possible to spoil the movie. But this movie was a great watch. Like, an exceptional watch. The music was spot on. Every music was really spot on. The characters were really nice to watch and everything. So it's really worth my time. I'll try to make sure that I'm not trying to spoil it for you, basically. But please try to watch it. It's an 8.5. 8.5, 8.8. I'm still having this drag and forth, because if I'm to look at it in an action movie kind of way, it's met the billing of an action movie. Did they have a cliche part where they should have done more? Yes, there were parts where like, what happened? Because there was a part where the US government were trying to steal this thing and they were trying to cause war against the Wakandians, and we didn't really have that part. And I'm like, why didn't we have that part? Why is the part not in the movie? But all the same, it was a really good watch. Like, it is worth your money. Please, 5K is not too much. Please, you're a big boy, big girl. Please, 5K is not too much to watch it in the cinema. It's spot on. Is a great movie. And I think this has rounded it off for me in the Marvel Universe for the year 2022. This is a spot on movie. Please don't release any other thing onto Fantastic Four, because that's the next movie I want to watch. So please like, subscribe, and share. I'll be dropping my next movie video in terms of election, but I've had a little time to like actually see other things and see people's criticism about it and everything. Then before I leave, I want to recommend few movies for you to also watch again in November, and they came out this week after I recorded my video, and it's painful for me. So Warrior Nun 2 is out. Season 2 is actually really amazing. If you're not watching it on Netflix, please go and subscribe right now and go and watch it on Netflix. Gangs of London, I listed it, I listed it in my recommendation, but I didn't talk about it. So Gangs of London season 3, sorry, I think season 2, yes, season 2 is spot on. Like, this is one movie. So let me put it, Royal Neon for me is going to be an 7.5, yeah, 7.58 over 10. Like, I didn't expect it to be this mad, but it's mad. It's mad. Lilith did a big job. I personally like the fact that the way they introduce the old gospel and Jesus Christ and angels and all these old spiritual things into the frame of a movie, and to make it look like if they're not actually blaspheming. That's really a spot on thing to do right now in this whole universe. And for Gangs of London, basically, I always love the action, like the slow-mo, the camera movement. It just busts my brain. I don't know why. The way I'm always still looking for a way where I can actually see the beat behind the scene for this Gangs of London. Gangs of London movement, camera scene, blood splash, killings, crazy. And Gangs of London is going to be an 8 over 10 for me. Yes, 8 over 10 for me, because I can't put it in the same frame with Warren Neon. Gangs of London is just a different vibe when it comes to action movie. It comes to nice movie. I would have said, yeah, it's one of my favorites in terms to Power, but yeah, Power has that vibe in it, gangster full time. But if it's for Gangs of London, push it. Very amazing movie to watch right now. So when I'm doing my review for Election Oba, I'll also drop more reviews to you for you to watch. Then please, Blood and Water is also going to be coming out very soon. It's the South African movie. Very soon, yeah. I think next 2 weeks, yeah. So like, share, and subscribe. Sorry I cannot do a lot of spoilers in the movie, and sorry that it's like if I'm wasting your time, but I'm not really wasting your time. I'm just acknowledging that you should guys go and watch this movie in the cinema, please. Yeah. So thank you, enjoy, and I know you're going to actually recommend it to someone that, yes, it's not just unnecessary hype. This is one of the best so far this year that Marvel has actually given us. All right, bye.